Greetings, ladies and gentlemen of the freaking internet. This is the Fat White Knight, as always, coming to you from another episode here in our Let's Play Hardcore Totemless World. Oh yeah! So today, we've got a lot to do. We have trees to make, we have land to terraform, we have walls to build, we have resources to gather. There are many, many things that need to be done, and we're going to start with the best way that I know how. Just kind of gallivanting around and seeing exactly what I want to do for given today. And it's always different because I really go into these videos not having a freaking idea of what I want to work on for the day. I know that there's a lot that needs to get done, but I just kind of do it in a random fashion. Whatever really strikes me in that moment is what I do. And it kind of makes it weird because I never know where I'm going to start, why I'm going to start there, or even if that is a good place to start. So we end up doing a lot of projects all at the same time because I can't stay focused. However, they're all part of the same project, so I think in this one particular instance, I am actually off the freaking hook. we have the random interruption because Viking got freaking distracted. As he always freaking does, he travels and finds caves, gets distracted very easily. Ooh, here's a piece of coal. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, we better light up this cave system. We'll never be able to remember that it's here again. And although that is freaking true, we got interrupted and we had to break into it and do all of the cavey goodness, which is always how it goes. Random cave montage! Yeah! End of our freaking distraction. Oh, yes. So now I've decided it's time to work a little bit on the church. What we're going to do is slow it down just a smidgen. And we're doing some brief counting so that we can try and get this correct. Now, a lot of this is going to be cut out, just telling you right now, because, well, we're really, really bad at replicating something that we did without looking it up before. If we looked it up to begin with, it would be one thing. If we make the curve by ourselves, though, it is a very, very difficult thing for me. So you can see me looking like crazy at the pillar that we already made so that I could try and replicate it as best as we freaking can, because let me tell you, it is not a freaking strong suit for me. Not even a freaking little bit. But we're trying our best just to use a lot of different blocks here and also bulk out things that need to be bulked out. This church, for example, has 2 awnings as of, well, when after this video has been recorded. It's got 2. We still need to do the 3rd one on that final side, and then we need to figure out what goes above these, because that is too much blank space above them, and we simply cannot freaking have that. So what we're just working on is trying to get the shape, because you can see in the background, this has been a bit of a weird episode. There was a live stream in between the episode, so things are a little bit different than they should be just because of how we recorded it. There is a lot of trees. We spent a good amount of time just working on that and trying our damnedest to get our forest underway. You can see not too much of progress has been made thus far, but have no fear, there is a lot of trees coming in our future. And, feel free, if you ever feel like it, to count them. And maybe at the end, whomever gets closest will get like a prize or something. Just like a random key code or, something light, but something to say and show a little bit of appreciation just for making it come together. So we're going to go back into a little bit of sped up time lapse and we'll see what's what. You can see us struggling to build this, the ups, the downs, the trying to get everything correct, the counting, how much of it is right, how much of it is wrong, where is the issue? And the issue for me is, one, my memory is not the greatest, and I cannot simply remember how I did it because it was a long time ago. Number 2, The shape is a weird shape that I don't normally do, and so I'm having a little bit of trouble trying to keep it together to see what is what here, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, we're just running back and forth like a chicken with our freaking heads cut off, trying to get the right placement of all the blocks, and it's not going well. Not at freaking all. There's something about it, I don't know why, but I just cannot do it. Whenever I need to copy something that I've already done, aside from a tree where I don't really need to copy it, I just need to wing it, it doesn't work well. And in my favor, it does not belong even a freaking little bit because it's just so obscure and it doesn't really make a whole lick of sense, but it is something that we have to struggle with and deal with, and it makes it very difficult to do a symmetrical build, which is probably why I have never done a full-on symmetrical build in my life. And that says a lot. So maybe just to make it fair, our very next project should in fact be symmetrical in nature, just to see if I can do it, because, well, showing this makes it really realize that I don't do symmetry, and I do not do it often, even a little bit. So we're gonna come right back when this past tense bozo is done with this freaking thing, my lord. With that freaking completed, we can focus a lot more of our energy on building trees. Now, I'm kind of chaotic with it. I just don't really have a pattern. I just kind of try not to do the same thing for each and every single tree. And somehow that seems to make it work. So that's what we do. We start with a large base on the bottom, as a spruce tree would tend to have. And then the further we go up, the smaller the branches tend to be. And I think it works out pretty well, though I'm not 100% convinced that we can actually call this a spruce tree. It's something though, for sure. It can come in any color, it doesn't matter the wood type, it doesn't matter the fence type it appears, it just works. So we're making a lot of scaffolding of trees here because, well, we kind of need to narrow down the focus. How many trees are we going to have here? What's the significance of all of these trees? Can we make this work, or is it just going to be something that doesn't actually hold up? And that's really what we're aiming to find out at this point. So I know there will be roughly 1 to 2,000 of these trees, then a few other types of trees kind of mixed in, sprawn about, and that will help to give the illusion that it is actually a forest here and not something that is just purely man-made, even though it is. So I'm hoping that we can kind of give you that vibe like, oh wow, I'm actually immersed. Immersed? That doesn't sound right. We're gonna immersed. Yeah, there we go. Immersed in the forest that we have created, with rocks, with stones, with pebbles, with trees of different heights, 3 different kinds of trees, ponds, animal life, and then detail all over the place. All of these things very much need to happen, and I am very excited to do another forest here. I do hope beyond anything, though, that we will actually be able to finish this project and will not die to something stupid, because if we do, let's face it, I am a glutton for punishment. I'm just going to do it again, right? It's really how it goes. I'm going to do it again. It's that easy, and it is very, very true. Even though we are currently on day like 250, which is kind of crazy when you really think about it. This world has been alive for I don't know, less than a month, I think. Maybe slightly over a month, but it has not been alive very long. And already we are on about 250 days played, which is crazy because our world that we lost was only at like 800 days, which is absolutely crazy. So we are coming up on it as fast as we possibly can, and that is going to be a really, really good feeling. And I'm excited to hear what you guys think and excited to continue this project every single day because I thoroughly have enjoyed doing it and I'm going to continue doing it. That's partly the reason why we do an episode a day, but also because I just really, really enjoy Minecraft and I enjoy sharing it with everyone, even if no one really is watching, right? I don't care how many viewers I have. I don't care how many followers or anything like that. If they want to watch, they can watch. It's not a big deal, but every single one that has seen this in some way, shape, or form, I hope to have like imprinted on a little bit, either with building style or with how we go about things or, whatever. Just my goofy, silly, actionable uh, talks that we seem to have every day. I don't know. It is what it is, and it is something that I thoroughly enjoy, and until I don't enjoy it anymore, I'm going to just keep doing it. So, you guys will have to let me know what you think, and we'll get back right now. And welcome back as we start to dive into the fall and summer begins to come to an end. Just an oxymoron, I know. I don't know. I feel everyone gets in a weird way around spring. They think spring cleaning, it's time to renew your life, time to do all the things that you do. And this is not to be different or differed from that of New Year's Day because I feel like a lot of people do it then as well. They take as much time as they need in between and just whenever New Year's comes around, they make a change. They make big changes. And, you can do that anytime. But always and consistently, as we get closer to the end of summer, I do feel that tensions start to rise a little bit for kind of everyone, honestly, in that we start to think about gifts and what gifts we will have and or what gifts we will get. We start to think about things that we don't have, and then we have a single day in which we are thankful for everything that we do have. It's all very materialistic, to be completely honest. And I don't quite understand it anymore. Things are cool, things are nice to have if they increase and give you some kind of value. However, things just to have things is a very weird concept for me. And I don't really get it or understand. I don't see how it actually changes your perception unless you don't have it. I don't understand really how it influences you, how it influences anyone, that they're just able to take these material things, and I don't know if it's just superficial or what, but they take these things and they simply make it into a reality. And sometimes things just don't make you happy. And it's that simple, honestly. Don't make you happy. But I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I am simply in a very weird mood at the moment. And yeah, as we bring this bird in, we're going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, ciao.